So in this video, I will show you how to rebuild yourself, and this video is in English. I'm trying to speak English to make this video so different. And do you see yourself in this? You try to wake up early, you try to stay focused, you try to become someone better. But every time you try to change yourself, you fall back to who you were. And this is not because you are so lazy. This is not because you are so weak. You know why? It's because you are trying to change your life without changing the system that runs it. And today I will show you how to rebuild yourself from the inside out, just like startup rebuilding its cars. So most people think that transformations is all about discipline. It's wrong. You try to see lots of video, you try to see you read lots of books, and you try to find a secret to change yourself. But it's not. The true change happens when you rewrite the codes behind your behavior. These are your beliefs, your identity, your daily patterns. Those are your inner operating system. And if you're running an outdated version, no matter what app you install, your system will crash. So let's fix that. So there are three big parts I want to share with you. The first part, you are the system. Just imagine yourself like a computer. Your habits are the apps. Your beliefs are the system software. And your identity is the default user. Now just imagine that you're trying to install a productivity apps on a system full of viruses, lag and old settings, and it won't work. But that's how most people live. They stack new habits over broken beliefs. They try to hustle harder, work harder, do something new. But instead of upgrading the architecture of who you were. But that's how most people live. They stack new habits over broken beliefs. They try to hustle harder, do something more, instead of upgrading the architecture of who they were. So it leads you to the part number 2, rebuilding the system like a startup. So the first step is you have to audit the current system. You can't fix what you haven't seen. You have to see it in your mind first. Just take a moment, take a paper, take a pen, sit alone in your room, and write down 3 questions. The first is, what thoughts run in your mind every day? The second is, what patterns keep showing up? And the third is that, what do you say to yourself when you fail? You have to write down in detail and honestly to yourself, because these are your background processes and constant loops. It happens every day. They shape your action more than your goals ever will. And then you realize that you are not stuck. You are just running old code. And the step number 2, redefine the identity. But I will tell you the core tools. You don't change by forcing behavior. You change your life by shifting identity. Just ask yourself 3 questions. What do I want to become? What does that version of me believe? And how does that version of me act on a bad day? Just don't do something like, don't say that I want to write a book. Just say that I am the writer. I show up no matter how I feel. Just like how I making this YouTube channel. Yeah, I want to become a speaker. I want to become a filmmaker. But I show up every day. Yeah, not just want to show up every day. Speak from the future. Act like the future version now. Just think of who you want to become in the future and act right now, every day. Yeah. And the step number 3 is build microsystem. Most people try to chase motivation, but don't. Stop chasing motivation. Start designing a systems. because big goals fail. You cannot run 10 kilometers a day, or you cannot make $1 million in one day, right? But you can build a system, a small habits, step by step. For example, after working, you drink water, you journal 3 lines. After lunch, you use no phone. You deep work for 90 minutes. Because the rule here is to anchor small action to existing habits. Make it so small that skipping it feels silly. And that's how the style grows. Not in huge steps, but in small steps, but day by day. Try to make the habits after habits, and so easy that you can do it every day. And the part number 3, protect your environment. You know what? Even the best system will crash in the wrong environment. Just ask yourself 3 questions, 3 main questions. Who do I spend time with? What do I watch, listen to, observe daily? And does my environment match the person I'm becoming? This is very important. Even they are your parents, they are your friends, your teacher, or your colleague, your boss. If the environment doesn't support your dream, support who you want to become, just cut the noise. Just find another environment. Correct your space, because you have the right to choose the people and inputs that reinforce your future. So be careful. Okay, so the first thing is you to audit about yourself. Just write down what in your thoughts. Then figure it out. Who do you want to become? And then find the right environment. Yeah, so just 3 ideas, just 3 main steps. And you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your system. Just remember that. So stop blaming yourself. Start rebuilding yourself, just like a startup. And remember, you can become everything. What you think you become. And I hope that 3 steps, 3 main parts are so useful for you. And if this message hits something inside you, just help me to like, share, comment, and subscribe this channel. So thank you, and see you in the next video.